Let me tell you another thing. LPs, some get paid on DPI, some get paid on TVPI, meaning that how they're holding their portfolio is relevant to how they are viewed, not just for their personal paycheck, but how they might be measured by an external U.S. News and World Report and other things. So there's a whole push-pull in the market.
Does that not completely skew the incentives?
Yes.
Should that not change?
Potentially, but I'm not sure what the magic wand will be that'll change that.
That seems so ineffective to me as an official weighing mechanism. Why does it exist?
Well, back in the old days of venture, TVPI didn't rocket up in 1 year as quickly as it is now. So a lot of these systems were put in place when things were a little bit more prosaic in how they managed along. TVPI used to be a pretty decent signal, not perfect, to see what DPI was coming. That, I would think, to Eric Paley's point, got a little broken recently because it was just very hard. If your company has raised 3 times in a year and is now worth $10 billion and you're a $50 million seed fund, that's a huge change. Right? And up and down. And so there was a number of LPs that were telling their managers, just don't mark it up or mark it up a little bit, be really conservative. But it's hard to then argue to the auditors, you can't mark it to the last round if it was 2 months ago, because the auditors will say, typically they're use the most recent last round if it's in the last 6 months.